Today we're in Cranford to talk all things baking, sweets, and award-winning crumb cake. We're here at Sweet and Fancy. So Amanda, you started your business Sprinkle Experiment during the pandemic. How did that come about?
I started working remotely from home and being kind of locked in a room for 12 to 13 hours a day. I needed a break and to just kind of clear my head. And baking, cooking, we definitely cooked a lot too during all of that. And I just started to bake a lot at night, and friends it's actually a year today that I made my first sellable carrot cake and lollipops that somebody had ordered, and it just kind of went viral. People started sharing it and posting it, and I was not looking to get into business. I still had my corporate career. I have my son's 3, and at the time was only 2, so super busy. But this was it's a rest for me. Like, I love to do it, the creativity part, and then it just really kind of happened, and then started to get busy. Things changed in my career, and I wasn't working, and I was doing this really full time. And then I started to figure, maybe this is something, and I need to follow that dream. And truly, I started actually looking at a restaurant in Elizabeth. We were all through the process, and then unfortunately, things just didn't work out. And that's when I came in here to get supplies the one day, and it really just happened. I just had a meeting with the owner, and then a couple months later, now we are here on the storefront.
So yeah, blending Sprinkle Experiment and Sweet and Fancy. So what does the storefront bring you that the just home-based business didn't?
So the storefront is the full retail side. That is all the supplies for cake and candy, any kind of baking really, favors. Candy has come back. I mean, it was big when I was younger, but now again, people are home looking for things to do. It's something fun to teach a child, or adults love to do it, or you're just making favors for a party, or, I think people are really trying to save money. So they're trying to do some things more themselves, and again, just kind of get old school grassroots again. And that's what this store offers, and that's the big thing. People get nervous when they see change of ownership anywhere, but we will always keep the root of this store, which how it started in 1989 when the owner bought it, and cake and candy supply. That's what it was. It still is what it is. We've added a lot of new things. There's a lot of new things out there. Technology we've added, some of that for the cake decorators. So we just want to build on that. And then now trying to have people understand that it is a full bakery, as well as the candy and cake supply. Just because what you might see in the supplies, it doesn't mean that's what Sprinkle's using. My boxes are different than what we sell. Like, I'm trying to have a differentiator. You'll see some pre-made fillings and things in the actual store. That's not what Sprinkle uses. Sprinkle's 100% scratch. So, my clients know that, and we disclose that, and it's just, it's keeping them, but they're so similar, and it's a place for people to learn. You could come in there and say, you know what, I want to make my son a cake. Maybe you've never made one before. Well, we'll walk you through what you're going to need to do. And it's a lot of teaching here, a lot of consulting. I do that more than I do anything else. And it's not about a sale. It's making sure you have what you need when you go home to do what you need to do.
And soon you'll be offering classes here. What type of classes will you be offering?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people ask for kid classes, which we're totally going to do, parent or guardian and child. If you feel your child's old enough, we'll have them set age appropriate, because there's nothing worse than being in a class that maybe somebody's moving really fast and then you've got some that are going really slow. So I know it's taking a little extra time, but we want to make sure that we do it the right way, and that it's a good use of everybody's time, and that they walk away and they learn. We want to figure out some value added that makes us different, and have that differentiator super important for us. Whether maybe you're going to get an apron, or you're going to go home with that candy mold that you made. So definitely starting, and I'd say at this point with holidays, by mid-March, we will absolutely have our first class. And parties, birthday parties, girls' night out, dad's night out, whatever kind of gathering you'd want to have, we're gonna welcome that here.
And your core baked goods, a lot of that isn't just walk-in business, it's really made to order. So how do people order what they want?
Sure, so there's menus posted on social media. Our website is active as well, that it officially is working and functioning. Online ordering, not yet, because of the way that we do it, and we don't ever want to overbook, because every situation is different, and just because you may order a cake, his cake may be different, and maybe yours is going to take me 5 hours and somebody's might take a half hour. So there still has to be some discussion, whether it be in Messenger, on social media, email, phone call. A lot of people here are walking in, which is great too, so we can have a true talk about what the person needs. So ordering, the menus are done, the menus are posted, all specialty items, and then we have our everyday stuff. And in most cases, you can have it by next day, and some same day. It truly just depends on our workload.
And I hear your crumb cake is award-winning.
The crumb cake, yes, that absolutely. And I got to give out a shout out to Cranford Moms. We hosted an event here for the Cranford Women's Club, and then they had ordered some desserts for another meeting that they had. Somebody went and put it in the Cranford Moms, and within 15 minutes of that post, the phones, the messages, the emails, it was like something really big happened, and we couldn't figure it out because the store was busy and everything's binging and dinging, and we were like, what's going on? And there was just a phenomenal post that then everybody jumped on it, and the support here is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's what's great about New Jersey towns. They're very supportive.
They are. I mean, I've worked in all different demographics, and every town has a niche, but this one is definitely all about grassroots and local. As you see, there's really not a lot of chains here. Everything is real mom and pop, and we all support each other. There's other places here that have baked goods and treats and stuff like that, but I think we all keep ourselves pretty different. Some of it is the same, but it all depends on where you're going. I mean, if you're up in that end of downtown, it's different than when you're coming on this section of downtown. So it truly just depends what you're looking for, but the support and sense of community is truly like no other.
And at Buy Local NJ, we love how small businesses give back to the local community. How do you give back?
We make donations all the time to Tricky Trays and other local events that they're having here. We do a lot of donation of like pretzels, individually wrapped treats. We participate in everything that they have here, which whether it supports Project Graduation, that was I think the most recent one that we were part of, a superhero stroll. Anything that the town is doing and anything Downtown Cranford is doing, we are absolutely involved. We will keep our doors open so we can just be in it. And local dancing schools and anywhere that comes in, if they need a donation, we're happy to do it. Happy to do it.
Thanks so much to Amanda for sharing the Sweet and Fancy Emporium story and the sprinkle experiment. If you are looking for baking supplies, if you're looking for classes, and of course baked goods and candy, definitely come out to Cranford and check it out. Remember to shop local to create stronger communities, and if you like this video, please share it. Thanks so much.